This is Leadership Beyond, your community of conversation.
But this is the first time in my professional career that everybody, 100% of us, are consciously aware we are engaged in the change initiative.
Yeah, everything. I mean, COVID caused us all to go through change, right? At the same time, but our experiences were so different.
Facing these unprecedented times in isolation is pure insanity. Welcome to another episode of From the Vault. When life's storms hit and dramatic change sweeps away our sense of self-control, we often struggle to find solid ground. Today's video short features Jill Valdez, and she shares powerful insight about resilience. By anchoring to our unchanging purpose, we can remain steady even in chaos. Like a buoy on a stormy sea, our core purpose provides stability when everything else seems to be in flux. Let's hear Jill's wisdom on how identity and purpose remain constant even as our circumstances change. Welcome, Jill Valdez. I had a chance to watch your video about having an experience of being laid off, experiencing the disappointment, but not living there, and then saying, well, what can I do with what I have? So talk a little bit about the resilience on this journey.
Yeah. That might come from my, excuse me, my understanding that I have a purpose. We all have a purpose. There's a point to each and every one of us being on this earth. And so when I got laid off, I for one was very surprised. I didn't think I could ever get laid off from hospice. But knowing that chapter was ending and saying, okay, looking at them, what's next? What am I supposed to be doing next? And I was very fortunate to have my consulting and coaching agency in the background and there as an opportunity. But I had to sit with myself and ask the questions, what do I want to actually do next? I'm older in life, and so to just take a job for the sake of having a job, I don't live that way. I want to be doing what is going to align with my values, what's going to align with my purpose, and so being able to say, what is next? What is going to bring me fulfillment? I actually was talking with a client this morning, and he's kind of on that same journey right now of he knows that there's something, and he's working on building that resilience to be able to say, I can step away from this and move on to this. And it doesn't change my identity. It simply changes how I'm living out and what that looks like on a day-to-day basis, but how I'm living out what I'm purposed to do. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the core of resilience, is being able to say, no matter what, it doesn't change who I am, because my purpose hasn't changed. And who I am hasn't changed.
Thank you for listening to the Leadership Beyond podcast. We hope you benefited from this conversation as much as we have. We invite you to join our community of conversation. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Don't forget to sign up at aleadershipbeyond.com for free materials and updates. That's aleadershipbeyond.com. Join us in 2 weeks for our next episode.